But first, weirder than a slumber party with Marilyn Manson, this is Killer 7. Help me! Help me! Video games about schizophrenia are quite understandably a bit thin on the ground. Games starring schizophrenic assassins are even rarer, but it's no great surprise that when one eventually does turn up, it's a fairly strange affair. The titular Killer 7 are an assassin's guild consisting of Harmon Smith's split personalities, a kindly old gent in a wheelchair who takes potshots at angels.
Good night, child. It's past your bedtime.
Harmon's mental offspring are the guys doing the bulk of the killing though. Here you can play as any one of them and swap between them at will. The enemy are the terrifying Heaven Smile, grinning demons that come up for a cuddle and then explode. Shooting them seems to work, and if you hit one of their glowing critical spots, you can suck out their blood and increase your powers. Revolting, but true. The most noticeable thing about this game is that it's bonkers to the point of being incomprehensible. Sound and graphics all combine to create a fairground atmosphere that's funny and scary at the same time. The control method is decidedly weird too, with a single button handling movement with changes in direction selected via the thumbstick. This takes an awful lot of getting used to. Bouts of fighting can become repetitive, but can be kind of satisfying when you pull off a lucky shot. Killer 7 is an extremely original title. Sadly though, it's hamstrung by the bitty nature of its gameplay. You're forever stopping and watching when you should be running and fighting. Having said that, once you get used to its extreme oddness, you are drawn into Killer 7's outlandish story and insane characters. It gets 3 out of 5. We'd love to give such a fresh game more, but with its faults, well, that would be crazy. Metal Gear Solid is one of the franchises that made the Sony PlayStation. Along the way, it also made its creator, Hideo Kojima, the equivalent of a rock star in the video games business.
Please welcome Kojima.
The Metal Gear franchise has evolved from humble beginnings to the latest Metal Gear Solid 3, though Snake Eater was rumoured to be Kojima-san's last stand.
Even after number 2, he was saying that I'm not going to be the director anymore. I need to move on, I'm going to give it to someone else. But, you know, no one in this company wanted to take on that responsibility.
But like the Terminator, he's back. Sadly, we've yet to see real gameplay for MGS4, only this trailer, poking fun at the game's characters and other familiar faces. And while everyone else was boasting about their flashy PS3 demos, good old Kojima-san made it clear that his movie was actually made on a PS2. Few real details about the game were released, but it's not going to be a traditional MGS hide and seek. New PS3 technology means the environments can be completely destroyed, changing the nature of Snake sneaking.
In the old games, it was accepted that you could hide behind objects. But in this one, those objects will move, they can be broken or even change shape.
The new theme is no place to hide, and there's all these hints about where it's going to be and how it's going to change the game. People love Metal Gear, and I think people are really going to be surprised when they find out where this game is going.
Actually, a lot of people have asked me, no more hiding, but that's not strictly true. It's just a different situation. I want to adopt a more realistic environment with a sense of life to it. Then do the hiding and seeking inside that.
So he's not giving anything away plot-wise, but the appearance of Raiden shows that at least some of the series' old characters are still at large.
Metal Gear Solid games are always brilliant, and when that team get working on the next-gen hardware, they will come out with something spectacular. May take a while is the only thing.
In the meantime, Kojima Productions is also working on a new version of Metal Gear Acid for PSP, more comic book styled and imaginatively titled Metal Gear Acid 2. Not to mention a superb update to Metal Gear Solid 3 called Subsistence.
大きく2つあります。一つが、カメラがですね、3D
There are two major changes in Subsistence. The first is that we've got a 3D camera view. You can rotate or tilt it. The second is that it features an online mode that allows you to play Metal Gear Solid against real people on the internet.
As well as Deathmatch, Subsistence has the ultimate hide-and-seek game where one player takes on the role of Snake while the rest attempt to take him out. All that and this crazy PS2 movie for a PS3 game continue to show that despite all the next-gen hype, it's the man that maketh the game, not the machine.
Good old Kojima, he operates by his own rules.
It's hard to imagine how a Metal Gear might turn out without Kojima.
Luckily, we don't have to. Next up, dirty secrets, rumours, news and gossip. No, not a tabloid newspaper. This is Spam Filter. Hollywood continues its obsession with video games with the announcement this week of yet another game-to-movie crossover. 20th Century Fox have acquired the rights to bring ultra-violent cop Max Payne to the big screen. The game centred around a cop seeking revenge on a gang who've murdered his wife and child. A plot so hackneyed, it resembles almost every Steven Seagal movie ever made. It's debatable whether Max will make much of an impact on the movie going public, but we'll be able to judge for ourselves when the film's released next year. Rumours have been spreading around the games world that Microsoft will allow third-party manufacturers to license their Xbox 360's operating system. This would mean anybody can manufacture Xbox 360 clones under license. The suits in Seattle, however, scotched those rumours earlier this week, stating that for now the Xbox would continue to be manufactured by solely Microsoft. It's an interesting plan though, and if Microsoft did ever put it into action, we could end up seeing cut-price 360 clones in stores. It looks like Nintendo's next-generation console, the Revolution, will hit stores later than its rivals. Up until now, Ninty have simply said the machine will launch in 2006. But at a recent shareholders meeting, Nintendo President Satoru Iwata said there's no possibility that the Revolution's launch will fall behind by too much, but there might be some small changes in its release schedule. We hope that after the failure of the GameCube, the late arrival of the Revolution doesn't cause Nintendo the same headaches. The PlayStation 3's super powerful cell processor is so advanced it's being considered for use by the military. Developers in the States are teaming up with the cell chip's manufacturer, IBM, to adapt the chip for use in real-life military technology. These could include sonar, real-time radar and gathering intelligence data. However, if you get bored playing games on the PS3 next year, don't take a soldering iron to it and try to hack military computers. If there's one type of game that the PC's certainly not short of, it's first-person shooters. Variations on this crowded genre are constantly appearing, but these fragfests range in quality and rarely offer anything particularly original. Come September, Digital Jesters will be unleashing another FPS, Beton Soldier. Developed by the Paris-based outfit Kiloton, this is a title with a twist, alright. In the future, war has become Earth's primary industry. The The military has been privatised and huge corporations control the world's most powerful armies.
Welcome to Battle Soldiers!
The battlefield's finest warriors have become celebrities thanks to their violent exploits being shown on a TV programme called, you guessed it, Bet on Soldier.
Come and meet my new friends, Nolan. They'll really blow you away.
The lead character is Nolan, one of these futuristic gladiators. He's got quite a score to settle with some of the Bet on Soldiers champions. As the show's title suggests, viewers are encouraged to place bets on the outcome of the televised head-to-head battles. An exciting show and probably a ratings winner. To survive the war, players need to kill and gamble to earn a living. Run out of cash and you won't be able to purchase any ammo or armour, which means you'll soon run out of arms, legs and your head.
Coast is clear.
From what we've sampled so far, Bet on Soldier looks impressive and plays solidly. We don't yet know how the gambling system will work in the promised multiplayer modes, but we're prepared to wager that all will become clear by the time we perform our unspeakably violent televised review. Still to come, shake your money maker with The Sims. Next generation consoles break cover. And football meets goblins in Chaos League. That's all after the break.
eBay sponsors gadgets and gaming.
There can be only one.
This is going to be the best ass-kicking ever.
Who wins? The fist decides. The Ultimate Fighter, tonight at 10, exclusive to Bravo.
Bupa's here to make you feel better. We'll help you to see the same consultant throughout your treatment at a time and place to suit you. You'll also have plenty of time to ask any questions and be cared for in a clean, peaceful and comfortable environment. To find out how Bupa can give you the individual care and attention you need to make you feel better, call us today free on 0800 600 500.
You thought you'd rubbed it all off last night. So why the panda eyes this morning? New Johnson's Eye Makeup Removal Pads make it all so effortless. Each ultra-soft pad removes even waterproof mascara, leaving panda eyes on the panda. Skin loves Johnson's because Johnson's love skin.
Whoa! Is that under your end or mine? Well, they better not cancel football.
Who's that?
Mike, a picture. I'm sorting out the loan.
At Picture, we don't fuss or patronise. We simply help you rearrange your credit so you can live the way you want. Call Picture now on 0800 064 4455.
We just want everything in one place so we know what we're doing. Yeah. Yes, we have a mortgage. How much do we want to borrow? Yeah. 25,000. How much is that a month? Oh, that's brilliant. That's much less than we're paying now. Are there lots of forms to fill in? Oh, well, one less job for her. Yeah, okay, thanks. No, bit of rain never hurt anyone. Okay, cheers. Yes. You know, it's really easy to talk to those people at Picture. You can actually have an adult conversation.
About football?
Talk to Picture on 0800 064 4455. See if they can sort out a loan for you too.
Do you need cheaper car insurance?
Ah, here we go again.
Then ask Admiral now.
Cheaper car insurance?
Yes, ask Admiral for cheaper car insurance today. It could save you pounds.
Admiral! But you sound like a parrot.
Ask Admiral for cheaper car insurance on 0800 600 800.
0800 600 800. You forgot Admiral.com. You're nothing without me.
That's right! With Tele2 you can now call landlines free all weekend, every weekend. Sign up for Tele2 Standard and get free weekend calls. There's no need to pay a set-up or monthly fee. And you keep your phone, BT line and number. Call 0800 027 8080 to sign up today. Tele2, why pay more?
If you think you were missold your endowment policy, then call Claim for Endowment now, because you could be entitled to compensation. Thousands of homeowners are finding their endowment mortgage doesn't cover the original loan amount. So if you're facing a shortfall, speak to us, because we could win you compensation if your own endowment policy was missold. We're experts at winning endowment claims for people like Mr. and Mrs. Vince. With our help, they won over £6,700 compensation. Mr. Draper Harding was missold his endowment, and now we've helped him win over £4,000 back. And Mr. and Mrs. Bartlett, they won over £7,200 compensation, money which has really helped them. Endowment is a free helpline, and the good news is our endowment claim service is on a no-win, no-fee basis. Remember, there may be a time limit on making your claim, so call now or apply online, because we can help you win compensation. Call 0800 881 8372 for free advice about making your endowment mortgage claim. Call now.
Confronting injustice.
We're not being told the truth.
Armed only with a camera.
I've been uncovering what they're trying to hide.
Video Vigilantes, tonight at 11:30 on Bravo.
eBay sponsors gadgets and gaming.
Welcome back to Gamer TV. Next up, brutal sports action. No, not 10 rounds with Tyson. This is Chaos League. What do you get when you mix American football with monsters and sorcery? No, we don't mean hijinks between takes on Lord of the Rings set. We mean Chaos League, a bizarre fusion of sport in action and real-time strategy. The first Chaos League game touched down on the PC last year and was both original and compelling. Now there's a standalone expansion pack, Chaos League Sudden Death.
Ouch! Looks like some work for the Undertaker. You don't get this in Elvis water polo, do you?
Essentially, this is like a computerized version of the old Games Workshop board game Blood Bowl. Elves, dwarves, goblins, barbarians and their fantasy pals do battle over a ball. The original game has been enhanced in a number of ways, most noticeably the presentation. Replays, player cams and amusing commentary are here.
Thank God that one's over.
As are extras like classy new arenas. There are new races on the pitch too. The gnomes with their mechanical contraptions, the Dans who look like they've stepped out of hell, and little lizards that scurry like terrified geckos.
Another point. The opposition needs to really pull back here.
However, the games are still controlled using a traditional point-and-click system. A tried and tested formula for real-time strategy games, obviously, but a questionable choice for a sports title. Many of you will be instantly lost.
That's a great pass and an even better reception.
Chaos League Sudden Death is funnier and more polished than its violent ancestor, but it's not for everybody. Devotees of the Madden series will be just as freaked out by the pointing and clicking as by the monsters. Rome Total War fans will probably wonder what the ball's for. It's an interesting and playable novelty, and as such, gets 3 out of 5. It's not been long since we last braved the digital suburbs to visit The Sims. Last year the PC sequel brought their lives to a whole new level. More recently, Sim youths left home to pursue their social lives, I mean their education, with the University expansion pack. By the end of 2005, however, you'll be able to play a version of The Sims 2 on just about every current platform. For TV-bound machines, The Sims 2 promises to deliver much of the same features as the PC sequel. However, new elements for consoles will include cooperative play, and you'll even be able to brighten up their lives by adding your own images to the game via PlayStation 2's iToy. Handhelds won't be missing out either. Even the aging GBA will get a look in. Here your sim will star in the TV series One Time in Strangetown. On the PSP, trading secrets online with other players and downloading their sims as guests will be possibilities. And for the DS edition, you'll be able to add music with the mic and paintings daubed on the touch screen. Imagine the interior design nightmares. On top of all that, EA are planning another expansion pack for the PC in September. In The Sims 2 Nightlife, pleasure-seeking Sims will get to indulge in their favourite after-dark activities. And so far, it looks like it'll make for a night to remember. We'll be reviewing all of these, so expect a veritable Sim frenzy in the near future. So, we finally had our first teasing glimpses of the next generation consoles. And while Sony, Microsoft and Nintendo have been filling our heads with jargon like teraflops and gigahertz, the only tangible fact is that these machines will be 25 times faster than the current generation. That's like comparing a Mini Cooper to a space shuttle. But what will all this power mean for next generation games?
It's not often you get a chance to sort of witness the birth of 3 new generation consoles.
Of course we're going to see better graphics and sound.
Next generation's going to kick serious ass.
One of the things I'm finding very interesting with next generation consoles is I was doing an interview with a really big important American newspaper and the guy said to me, "So do you think video games can ever look as good as Shrek 2? And I was like, Shrek 2? Are you kidding me? Like that's next generation. I mean, that's PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. We're already there. Forget about that."
Better graphics will bring with them not just the rewards of richer environments, but more unusual game styles.
Really, what the graphics power does is provide the creativity to do different styles of games you just couldn't do. You just couldn't do a game with 18,000 steel marbles rolling around before. Well, maybe now someone's going to make a game like that because they can.
Steel marbles, all like Sony's physics demo showed, rubber ducks. What this means is more things happening and reacting to each other on screen. As well as more characters, the game's world will include heightened realism, more special effects and smarter AI. Demonstrating what the future could hold was Sony's latest installment of Killzone.
Now! Wait for my command!
As impressive as it was, it still isn't actual gameplay footage. Unlike Ubisoft's striking Ghost Recon 3, one of the most impressive genuine next-gen demos. But it's not just the real-world environments that will improve. Perhaps the one thing developers have tried but never mastered is the constantly changing elements of the human face.
They had some amazing demos, Sony, showing characters with really realistic looking skin, which they're able to do with their sort of trick dynamic lighting model.
In this demo, we can see light around and over the face as well as shadows being cast realistically. Coolest of all though is the light showing through the ear. These are all tricks promised by Sony's new Cell chip. EA's sports titles have been the first to really demonstrate how this will work.
For me, the star of that lineup was Fight Night. You know, the new Fight Night for PS3, the demo that they showed of that was just spectacular. When you can really see boxers kind of their faces contorting, you know, as they're punched, and you can see their emotion, their expression. I think that works really well.
With next generation, the tools will exist to make games look more like movies. but speculation has mounted that this could lead to double production costs and less games.
It'll cost more money and become more time-consuming, in spite of technology's constant improvements. I don't think it's possible to keep up the standard for everything such as sound, graphics, map sizes and AI. It'll take the same amount of time and money as a Hollywood movie to produce if you want everything.
Others weren't so sure.
Those big companies who are trying to say, oh, you can't make a next-gen game with under 80 people, under $30 million, they're just full of crap. That's just nonsense. We're making our next-gen games for about 30 to 50% more than our last-gen games.
We certainly do want more from our next generation games. We've got another year before we even begin to see whether they'll deliver.
I used to be just like you. But one day, the world kicks you in the teeth, and you don't have any choice but to see things the way they really are.
The phrase interactive movie has been around for many years, and it's normally applied to games so appalling they're far more fun to watch than to play. Well, we were given the opening few chapters of Fahrenheit, an upcoming adventure from Atari, and now we think things may change.
What courage! The kid would have died. That guy's a hero.
Meet Lucas Crane, an ordinary New Yorker, right up to the point he goes mad and kills someone in a toilet. Convinced of his innocence, even though we've all seen him do it, he claims demonic possession and sets off to clear himself.
Why do they always wait for me to go on duty before they start killing each other in the middle of the night?
At this point, the story's focus switches to two detectives searching for clues and interviewing witnesses.
He was just a normal guy. I didn't really pay any attention to it.
It's true that Fahrenheit is looking like an absorbing tale. As Lucas flees punishment and things get progressively more frightening, you'll be able to interact with the story through the pretentiously named Motion Physical Action Reaction Interface. Basically, you make the same kind of move on the pad as you want the character to make on screen. Graphics are moody and feature promising use of split screen. In fact, the whole thing is so cinematic you even meet the director in the tutorials.
My name is David Cage. I'm the writer and director of Fahrenheit.
You need this more than I do.
Obviously, 3 or 4 early chapters isn't a lot, but the critical thing at this stage is that we were sorry when they finished and slouched about going, oh, I wanted to find out what happens next. Actually, what happens next is we all maintain a mood of guarded optimism and wait for a review before the game comes out in September. Well, as the temperature drops below zero, it's time for us to wrap things up. Join us next time for more Gamer TV.
I got Jackie a new games console. She likes to play with it on
My laptop. It's just what I needed.
They're gonna cut the cable.
Alias Year 4 continues Sunday at 9 exclusively on Bravo.
Well, he's already tried Lipton iced tea, so what's next? Oh my word, that's gotta hurt. I'm giving that a miss.
Sadly, research shows that many people's home insurance cover could well be under what it should be. More Than, on the other hand, automatically covers your home contents for a reassuring £60,000 as standard. Call us now.